let's learn how to play Ard Ri. So Ard Ri is the tafl game that was originally played in the Norse settlements of Scotland, and from there it spread to the native Celtic population. So it has a dual heritage. It's a Norse game, but it's also a Celtic game, which makes it pretty cool. Now, if you're familiar with other tafl games, such as tafl or tablut, you'll notice that it is quite similar, but there are a few key differences that make Ard Ri very fun. There's a few unique strategic options you have in Ard Ri that aren't in the other games, which make it amazing. So, as you can see, it's an asymmetrical game, meaning that the players don't start in the same position. They have different forces and they have different goals. These are the defenders, the gray ones. The defenders, their goal is to escort their king to one of the ports, which are these drakkar long ship squares in the corners. If the defenders can get their king to a port, the defenders win. These terracotta or bronze pieces are the attackers, and their goal is to capture the king before he escapes. If they can capture the king before he reaches a port, then the attackers win. So, in Ard Ri, the defenders always move first, and you can move one square at a time horizontally or vertically, not diagonally. So the defenders can move like this. Then it's the attacker's turn. Now I'm going to show you how to capture enemy pieces. Right now, the defenders have captured this attacker. If you can sandwich an enemy piece between two of yours on either side, you capture that piece and you remove it from the game. It's gone forever. They don't get to place it again later. But now that it's the attacker's turn, you can safely move in between two enemy pieces that are already there. That doesn't count as a capture, okay? Another rule to keep in mind is that you can capture enemies against a port or against the empty throne. So if the king has moved away from the throne, then you can capture people against the empty throne. Now, the king isn't captured the same way as the other soldiers. In order to capture the king, the attackers have to surround him on all four sides with attacking soldiers or with hindering terrain. So for example, if the king is out in the open, the attackers have to surround him on his north, east, south, and west sides. If the king is against a wall, the attackers can capture him with only 3 pieces, like that. And if the king is next to a port, the attackers can capture him with only 2 pieces, like that, or against the throne. And then another key difference between Ard Ri and many other tafl games is that in Ard Ri, the king is armed. In other words, you can capture people between a defender and the king. That counts as a capture of this attacker. And that is how you play Ard Ri.